Calculate the values of x, giving a reason for each step in your answer. We are asked to calculate for x on the board, which is this x and this x. Now, how do we solve for the x? If you watch, this is a cyclic quad. It's a circle, and you have a quadrilateral being embedded inside. Cyclic quadrilateral. And you have an extension, which is a triangle. An extension. Now, how do we solve for x? Very simple. When you have your x given, you have your x here, you have your 60-degree here. Now, how do we check for our x whenever we have something like this? How? Most of you will be confused about this and you want to ask, where do you start from? Or how do you solve this? But it is very simple. Now, in this diagram you're seeing on the board, you have angle on a straight line is here. You can use angle on a straight line to solve this. And also, we'll use opposite cyclic quadrilateral. Angle in opposite cyclic quadrilateral being the same to solve this as well. Now, let's solve it. First, we'll take it step by step because the question says, we'll give a reason for each step in our answers. So while we solve, we'll give each steps. It means that there are quotes in each step we solve. So I'm going to solve this, taking it step by step for a better understanding. Now, first of all, before we can be able to go through to solve very well, first of all, we need to look for these sides first. Because before we can be able to solve for this, this, and this, we need to get here. Before we can be able to solve for the full triangle. Because then you have a short triangle and a quadrilateral inside. So before we can be able to solve, to make it one, to solve for the full triangle, first of all, we need to get here. And how do we get here? To get here, first of all, to arrive at this answer here, we need to start from this. If you watch, there was this is 60, and there was nothing here. So I added this angle to this place. Now this angle that is being added here, you call it any alphabet. You can call it, let's call it alphabet A. Let's call here A. We call here A. Now when you call here A, it has become angle on a straight line. If you watch, it looks like this now. Angle on a straight line, having A and 60 degree. You've seen it? So when you call your A, it becomes angle on a straight line. Now, also you call this A plus 60 degree equal to 180 degree, which is angle on a straight line. So it will be A, you collect our like terms. You say A is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree. So A is equal to 120 degree, which is our A. So our A here is 120 degree. So I haven't gotten here as the A, which is 120 degree now. We can be able to arrive at this part. Now let's call here B. Let's call inside the angle B. You see it now, we've called here A, we've called here B. You see it now, which is the B. Now, if you watch, since we've called here B, already we've gotten our A at 120. So arriving at this will be very easy. We say our B is equal to A, which is angle in a quadrilateral, opposite quadrilateral. Angle in opposite quad. So having gotten this our A now, we say that this B is equal to this A. So that means anything you have as the A automatically becomes the B, because the sum of opposite quadrilateral are supplementary. Sum of angle in opposite quadrilateral are supplementary. Let's state it here. We say that angle in opposite quadrilateral are supplementary. How are they supplementary? Now, since we've gotten our A here as 120, and we said that the opposite of it supplementary means here is 90, 90. 90 plus 90 will give us 180 degree. That's the reason you have sum of angle in opposite quadrilateral are supplementary. 90, 90 gives 180. Already we have here as our A, which is 120. Now, what should be here to complete it to 180? What should you put here or locate it to make it 180, which is 60 degree? So we need to look for 60 degree here now, but this should be 60 because since they are supplementary, they are opposite supplementary, which give us 180 degree. We need to look for this B. Now, how do we check for the B? So we've gotten the B, which is opposite. So we say our B is equal to 120. Look at it. Here's 120. So it will be 180 minus 120 degree. Because we said that angle in opposite chord are supplementary. So since here is 180, is 120 degree, to get the B now it will be 180 minus 120. You see it now? To give us here 60 degree. So our B is 60 degree because the angle in the opposite cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So we've gotten our B. Now, since we've gotten the B now, we've gotten all the triangles complete. Now, since we've gotten all the triangles complete, it is time for us now to calculate for the what? For the x. Now, to solve for the x now, it now be 2x plus this B here plus x here. It will now be 2x plus the B plus x equal to 180 degree, which is sum of angle of a triangle, because it's a full triangle now, which is sum of angle of a triangle. So it will now be 2x plus, already we've gotten the B. What that says the B? B is 60 degree. 60 degree plus, we don't know the x, we call it x, equal to 180 degree. So we have to collect the like terms. 2x plus x will give us 3x plus 60 equal to 180 degree. So we collect our like terms. This 3x here will come down. Then you bring out your equality sign. You bring out your 180 degree. When this plus 60 crosses over, it changes to minus 60 degree. So you have your 3x equal to this minus this. Will give us a 120 degree. Remember, we're looking for our x. So we divide both sides by 3. This, because we're looking for the x. So 3, we cancel this 3. What is remaining now? Our x is remaining. When 3 goes into 12 is 40 degree. So our x is 40. Since this x here is 40, the 2x now becomes 2 times 40, which is 80 degree. And already we'll have our B as 60 degree. So when you add everything together, it will give us 180 degree. So this is our answer. Thank you.